Hey Star Wars fans, I am John, host of Video Games in the World, and welcome to my review of Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. This is the first movie review of the year 2020, ladies and gentlemen. And I gotta say that about this Star Wars movie, that it was pretty good. Not the greatest or the best, just pretty good. Although I gotta say that I like this one a lot more than The Last Jedi. There are some flaws, and this movie indeed has its good moments. I gotta say that J.J. Abrams did good in this one as he did with The Force Awakens. Now, I'm gonna get a lot of name calling for this, but Rian Johnson messed up with The Last Jedi. About The Last Jedi, in terms of visuals and action sequences, it was fine. But in terms of story, it could have been better. I warn you, however, that this may contain some spoilers. You've been warned. Now, let us begin with a review of The Rise of Skywalker. It has been a year since the events of The Last Jedi. Kylo Ren is now the supreme leader of the tyrannical First Order and tries to track down Rey, the only Jedi left. However, Palpatine has resurrected, and his ultimate plot is to once again put the galaxy under his complete control, once again under a new empire. Leia mentors Rey in the way of the Jedi as the Resistance prepares for one final showdown against the First Order. Well, what can I say? There are beloved characters that return for one last time in this movie. Seeing Carrie Fisher again can make someone emotional, as we all loved her as Princess Leia. She was the kind of woman who proved to women and girls that they can be strong, independent, and brave. When we lost Carrie in 2016, we lost an icon. In terms of storytelling in this movie, I gotta say that it could have been a bit better, as there were moments that felt rushed in a way. I felt that resurrecting Palpatine felt a bit too forced, and some moments were too cliche, to say the least. Now, it felt feeling that Palpatine's resurrection was a bit too forced is because, I remember George Lucas stated that after Return of the Jedi, he was dead. So yeah, in my honest opinion, reviving Palpatine just felt so forced. Sorry for being repetitive, but that's what I gotta say. Rey having healing powers was like something out of a video game. If I recall correctly, I remember playing the Game Boy Advance Nintendo DS Revenge of the Sith game, and Obi-Wan had healing powers. Funny how they said Anakin was a chosen one, then Luke, and now Rey. I guess that they wanted to make Rey some sort of a Jesus figure. Not that I have anything against her, but she's cool. Finn and Poe had their cool moments in the beginning and also throughout the conclusion. Also, a little bit of fan service goes a long way in this movie, as there are cameos. Plenty of them. Lando coming back in this movie was pretty neat too. I gotta say, it's something that should have happened in the Last Jedi. Visuals were pretty neat, I gotta say. Music had its emotional moments, as well as some of the fighting sequences too. What I felt is that they were trying a little bit too hard to make this like the Return of the Jedi. But still, I like this a lot more than The Last Jedi. And finally, in conclusion, the story could have been better, but quite impressive. Visuals were neat, John Williams still kicks ass with his composing, and I gotta say that I like this movie. I like certain elements of this movie, and of course it has its flaws. My final score for this movie is a B-. Time for me to catch up with The Mandalorian and review it. That is all, people. This is John, host of Video Games in the World. Have a good one, and may the Force be with you.